There is so many times where anime or TV write an absolute demonic villain that is evil and malicious in every which way he can be. And it's not his fault, and he's literally right, and everyone is sitting there cheering him on. Whether he's stomping out millions of citizens, whether you literally kill every villain you can find, or you start a war and ruin everyone's lives for your sister, or you burn down an entire kingdom because the writers want to leave to write a Star Wars trilogy that never got made and you ruined the greatest show of all time. You can then enter in One Piece's own version of that, and that is, of course, enter in Doflamingo. Everyone in the One Piece community just forgot about how cold Dofi is. This brother is so cold. Look at this walk, man. I walk around like that. And just like Dofi is the drippiest character in the series, you would make me the drippiest anime YouTuber out there if you left a like, subscribed, and dropped the criticisms down below. So let's get back into the drip fest. In all seriousness though, everyone forgot about Doflamingo as if he was that Edward Scissorhands guy or the emo fish guy. Part of that is because Dressrosa is controversial. Okay, maybe a little more than controversial. Okay, why did they make my man the villain of an arc that was adapting at 0.5 chapters an episode? Anyways, Doflamingo is generally though liked, but people like him because he's drippy and cold, and you know, he's kind of fucking crazy. But what if I told you he wasn't wrong? What if I told you society failed Dofi? What if I told you his family failed him? His own crew failed him? Alright, so let's get this straight. Your dad is balling out, and you're living in Beverly Hills. And then one day, he sells all his shit, lights all of his money on fire, and moves to O-Block. That is the equivalent of what this bozo did to Dofi. And after you go to O-Block, they line you up execution style, and this bozo is still talking about, oh, this is the end. Dog, he's 6, and you're talking about this being the end. Somehow, this 6-year-old kid is less of an idiot than you. Fuck out of here talking about the end. By the way, no one talks about Dofi let out a roar, headless ape style at that age and knocked everyone there out. This brother then goes full, nah, I'ma do it my own way. Forms a gang whilst wearing the best outfit in the series and runs it up with his brother Mafia style with 6-year-old kids with him while paying off Marines, running people for devil fruits, and gained the nickname of the Joker. Honestly, kinda wish they chose a different name because you know, but hey. Joker is still cool, man. And still, his crew is actually symbolic of creating a real family with people that genuinely care for him as he pulled all of them out of the slums just as he hit rock bottom as well. And despite all that, he still got rats in his crew. In his midst, he has a fake mute brother, and this ungrateful little shit betrayed him, ate the fruit he wanted the most, but it's okay. Remember, it's Dofi. He's cold. He don't care. He shot that fool in the face. And honestly, considering the mindset of Dofi, he did genuinely care for both Corazon and Law, but at the same time, you have to think about it from his perspective. He's traumatized as a child and completely left in shambles as he continues to be betrayed by everyone that he tries to hold dear, and so naturally he's going to be left in a bad place. And throughout this descent, he may seem like he lost all morals, but at the end of the day, he did shoot his blood brother in the face, and his father did die right before his eyes, and he did leave heaven itself, so give the man a break. And Dofi also delivers the coldest speech in all of One Piece, talking about how the ones that write history are the ones that win, implying that there's no such thing as right or wrong. It is simply the ones that win and are victorious that write the history books and tell us who was right and who was wrong. Also, yeah, that foreshadowed Emu and Marine's bad, but if you didn't get that at that point, I'm sorry. You might be a lost cause. Dressrosa is where we see the crew is truly ride or die for him, and if Goofy Luffy didn't have all the plot armor on his side, he would have still been running up, supplying wars, and running the underground of One Piece that got completely forgotten and sidelined, just like Zoro's backstory got sidelined. Man, the underground of One Piece seemed like it was gonna be so cool, but at the end of the day, war was going to happen regardless, so can you blame Dofi for getting his bread up and just trying to hustle? Like, man was trying to make a life for himself. Doflamingo may have wanted to make everyone that betrayed him pay, but he had a tragic life and got betrayed by everyone. But that fueled him in rising to be a warlord, mobster, and the GOAT villain of the One Piece story, and not to mention the drippiest. So as the story goes on, and as you get introduced to more and more villains, all of them seem like they're more shallow than Dofi, and even though we were joking about it, upon analyzing his backstory and what really happened with his dad and where he left and where he came from, can you really blame him for being that evil? Was he not right in the end of the day? Him knowing that he's not the strongest character in the series, knowing that he really only has so much he can control, he might as well do what he can to put himself in the best position. At that point, he has to look after his family, as well as he knows what he's lost, he knows where he's come from, and he knows what he's missing out on. and he definitely understands the depth of the world in front of him. So are his actions really that bad? Taking over a kingdom in context of Emu taking over the world, which one is worse? So that is all I have for you today. We were joking throughout it, but I honestly do think Doflamingo is the best character in the series. And if you've enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe, and don't forget, we're just getting started. We're going to stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video.